Outstanding Young Person of the World at the international stage in South Korea in 2006. This was in the category for international humanitarian and voluntary leadership. And when I attended the conference, it was one of the biggest conferences I've ever attended, with some 30,000 participants. And it was quite overwhelming at first, because I think having attended many medical and political conferences, however, this one was really big. And I met quite a lot of international leaders, and I also found out that many of the world leaders actually were from JCI, or they were nominated for TOYP previously, like for example Bill Clinton. Yeah, so that was a very prestigious and very interesting experience, and I would really urge all the young people out there who have the opportunity to really participate and come forward to be nominated. That in 2006, when I was actually Outstanding Young Person of Singapore and then of the world, that was the year when I actually was elected into Parliament, and I fought my first general elections. So since then, it's been at least 7 years now, and it's been a very fulfilling 7 years, I have to say. And it's been a lot of work, contribution, not just in the political arena, national and international platform, but also medical, international humanitarian and volunteerism work continues as well. And I'm also going around talking to a lot of young people at institutions of higher learning, in schools and in the community, to try to motivate them to come forward to serve society and to do what little they can, because I think no contribution is too little. And actually, I think it is important that young people come forward and serve the community, because through service they can learn a lot, and also they can build character and strengths as well in themselves. The reasons people from across different categories put up at the world stage is actually the level of contribution and how they serve society and serve the world. So I think that was one of the outstanding criteria that the judges are looking for, because throughout the world, in many different countries, third world to first world, people are doing all kinds of projects, and they are volunteering. And however, in this area, we are looking at the impact that you have created, whether it is at the regional, preferably international level. That is one of the outstanding criteria we're looking for. My humanitarian work started before I became a doctor, and that time I was very much into mountain climbing and trekking around the world. So when I went on such trips, usually we would couple it together with some kind of charitable work to help rural communities in the mountain areas, for example, and we would collect clothes, food, and have our own pocket money, which we donated, and so on and so forth. But when I became a doctor, and I developed specialized skills, and as an emergency physician and a trauma specialist, I had the capability to actually serve on a bigger platform and also organize such missions on a better scale, bigger scale, more organized, with more specialists on board as well. So that was when I actually extended my level of contribution to more specialized areas, usually doing medical humanitarian mission. And so that was since about 2000. I've been actually to different countries around the world. For example, Afghanistan after September 11, Pakistan after the South Asian quake, Cyclone Nagis in Myanmar, Indonesia. They've had a lot of natural disasters, tsunami, floods, earthquakes, and so on. I've been to Africa, I've been to Sri Lanka, I've been to India, for example. So all these trips are actually valuable lessons, and I coordinate and lead the Singapore team, which comprises of people from many different backgrounds, volunteers as well as medical and nursing specialists. And we find that actually the impact that we make as a Singapore team on the ground is significant, and people recognize our strong Singapore brand name. So my work in medicine has actually value added to my work in the international humanitarian setting as well. So I think they go together hand in hand, and they synergize each other. In fact, I would also go on to say that my background in medicine and voluntary work has also served me well as a politician, because now we're talking about how medicine and politics can actually be combined. It's not such a difficult mixture to swallow, and the values that you inculcate as medical personnel can actually be applied in politics, in serving the people. Call upon all the young people out there, whether you are coming forward yourselves or you are being nominated by others around you, to please do this. Come forward, get nominated, live your dream, pursue your passion, and try to make a difference. And if you think that you're doing something which is insignificant or small, doesn't matter, because sometimes in the eyes of others it could be significant and impactful. So come forward and show us how you're serving the community and in fact the world. And nothing is too small. Perhaps it could be a first step towards changing the world.